Very good. See, Erisks? These are my mercenaries. They can take anything you throw at them. He starts to nod his head and he goes, yes, I know. Discreet. Yes.
This, and I point to dropping gold behind us in the dirt, is not discreet.
You guys just took a short rest. You're all...
we just changed things some midstream.
Yep, exactly. So now you guys are refreshed. You're ready to continue on. It's about late afternoon, very, very late in the afternoon. So you guys will probably be getting back to the city early evening if you keep the pace and don't dally talking to the farmer for too long. So you all end up here.
Yeah. So my goal, guys, for this conversation is honestly talk to the farmer as little as possible and just tell the farmhand that we took care of the wild animal that was getting into the carrots.
Are you sure we shouldn't stand like 5 feet away and discuss amongst ourselves for 20-25 minutes whether we should or shouldn't say something or not?
We didn't. Just 25 minutes.
Oh, okay. I'm just joking.
All right. So
estimation of the passage of time is severely off kilter, sir.
Sorry.
It's on game time. It's not real time.
Yeah.
So you guys.
I'm just so immersed.
You guys are moving up this way. So you guys are here now, and you notice that you're in the farm now.
Mm-hmm.
What would you guys like to do? So you guys can move your tokens around freely.
I walk to the farm, notice no one is around, and I grab a carrot. And I put it in my pocket.
I think all the carrots are probably gone.
Yeah, the carrots are all gone.
Grown.
What do you call this crap?
He said when we were here last time, all the carrots were gone.
That's not carrots. It's kale. Got some
grabbed kale.
cabbage.
There you go.
I freaking love Zupa soup. I grab as much kale as I can.
So you're gonna raid this farm.
I'm not raiding.
You're taking
no
what
one is
you
around.
You're taking what you want.
You had a half a pig worth of ribs.
I take a lot of pride in my figure.
So okay, sure. Let's eat more.
That's why I need kale.
Are you guys having this conversation right now in character?
Yes, we're like walking up to the gate.
I said all that in my voice,
munching on kale, and we're like,
all right. And so
what's going on out here?
I drop all the kale on the ground before he notices anything. I just put my hands in my pocket.
Kale pits come out as you whistle.
Is this this is the farmhand?
Farmhand, yes.
We've successfully dealt with the wild animal that was rooting up the garden. It shouldn't bother you anymore.
He says, "Oh, all right. Let me go get Boss Man."
Do you really have to? Can you just not pass along the?
Well, you see, there was payments that we lost from the carrots.
No, that's fine. We really it's fine. Yeah.
So who's going to pay for them carrots? Then?
Oh, so he's wanting reimbursement for the damage to the crops. Is that what he's asking?
Yes.
How much?
You want us to go and pull money out of the pig that we killed?
That you ate, Gonad? Shush.
He looks over at the he looks into like his room and the storage for a second, and he goes he says 1 gold should do it.
1 gold.
Hey, listen, that's enough.
How much?
That's like $100.
Yeah, but how much money did we get from that loot that we just got?
You guys haven't checked.
Gold, right?
Let's figure that out.
Have we at least verified it's gold pieces in the bag?
You guys haven't looked yet. I asked if you guys wanted to.
Bullshit. I looked in the bag when I did my detective.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So, all right, yeah. So, you looked in the bag, and it was...
It's getting heated. It's getting heated.
So, you notice that there's a mix of copper, silver, and gold in there. And then and that's in the first bag. The second bag, there's a mix of copper and silver and stones.
Yeah, well, whatever. Wait, is this my purse? What the hell?
Can I have those stones?
Yes.
I like those stones.
So that in totaling, you guys have right around like 116 gold worth of coinage.
Okay.
Nice.
So now we have 115 gold because I will give the man his 1 gold reimbursement for the damages sustained by the crop being rooted up.
Okay,
Who's keeping this on their sheet?
I can keep it.
you got
Alright.
it. There's a
I'll-
way to do a group sheet on here. I'll figure that out and I'll put it.
Okay,
in
that's
for you
fine.
guys.
I mean, I'm not using the Roll20 sheet for my money. I'm using it.
write it down then too. That way we can verify on each other.
in D&D Beyond, but yeah.
Yeah. So any group gold, I'll write it down, but I'm gonna have Lucas copy it down as well.
Okay.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Yep,
All right. So
you
you give him a gold, and he says thank you kindly, and says we're square. Tell
Thank
the captain we're good.
Does he have any sausage?
No, they're a vegetarian farm. They
Now,
only
when we
have-
were given this,
Yeah, go ahead.
when we were given this job, Jesse, were we given any sort of like a writ of like proof that we're here for this job type of a thing for him to rubber stamp as we leave or anything like that? Or
No,
it's just going
it's-
to be like,
pretty much he's gonna stop hearing complaints from the farmer, and he knows
Okay.
that you guys did your job.
okay. I want to make sure, I want to roll insight to make sure that he's actually being on the level about this. I mean,
Okay.
he seems like a pretty trustworthy guy, but yeah.
All right, so go ahead and roll insight,
Let me get that going here. Insight.
and
is
anyone else can roll insight if they'd like
plus
as well.
1.
I asked the farmer if I can fill like my satchel with like food that would help me if I need to recover some health or something like that.
He says, yeah. I
We
mean,
already walked away, dude.
Well, as he's walking away, he's like, yeah, sure, the gold will cover most of it.
Cool. Thanks.
So I got an 8, but Gonad Blighter got a 19 apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Lucas, you're like, oh, he's probably telling the truth. And Gonad Blighter, you're sitting there and you're just like staring off, and then you look over at him as he's speaking, and you're like, yeah, he's trustworthy.
Yeah, I'm down with
He
that
has that
guy.
look about him. Gonad Blighter knows a trustworthy guy.
Yeah. I like the cut of his jib.
So
I look over to the farmhand and then say, "Hey, you doing anything later?"
He's already gone.
Ah, I'll never find the one.
So, all right, so he's gone. You guys are finished at the farm here, unless you'd like to stick around. And
I'd like to stick.
I don't want. No, we're leaving.
where would you guys like to go now?
Going back to the guard or whatever to say what's going on there to let them know what happened.
You guys
if we
want to?
can make it
Yeah.
back like before sundown or whatever.
Yeah. So you guys make it back as the sun's dropping down, and you make it into the town square. Where you guys normally would walk in, and so you guys are at the base of the town square.
As we're walking in, I look to my comrades. I say, "So, do you guys want kids? I really want kids. I want like 7 kids."
So-
It's a
Not for a
lot
few
of-
centuries more.
Yeah. We're still a little young for having kids. That comes around when our kind are around their 350s.
Jesse, what
Yes.
was the name? So Omer was the guy that came out of the tent.
Mhm.
What was the name of the tiefling woman who sicked the thugs on us?
Her name is Arisk, and that's ARXIK.
That does not sound like it's spelled.
All right, so you guys are at the front of the square there. You guys want to stop by the house? You want to dilly in the square a little bit, or just head straight up to take care of the matter at hand?
Is there a weapons place?
Yeah, there's a weapon spot. It is right over here.
I would like to stroll past there and see what they've got.
Okay. So as you stroll past there, they've got some broadswords, short swords, daggers, two-handed like great weapons, that kind of stuff.
Do they have any great swords that are better than the one I currently have?
No, you've got the best one at the moment.
Wow. Okay, I'm good.
Anybody else want to do anything?
Do we want to go ahead and divide the gold while we're here?
You guys going to do that in the center of the walkway, or?
I mean, we could have done it on the way here.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys want to divide it up.
I mean, or do we just want to keep it under the mattress in the alchemy shop and be done with it?
I think dividing it is a good idea in case those kids run past Lucas.
Well, no, that's my point. Like, we're either going to leave it in the building as just a pouch all in one place, or we can each have our own pouch full.
So you guys end up dropping the gold off inside the shop. And Leviticus, you notice that some things are broken and spilled on the ground, which normally it is not.
Of the shop?
In the shop, yeah.
You said normally is or not?
It's normally not.
And so I am starting to feel a little uneasy, and I'm looking around. You're saying we're here now back in the shop, and nobody has seen Virgil?
Verge is not around. Yeah.
Oh, shit. I start to get a little more uneasy. I start to sweat a little bit, and I try to perceive if there's been any kind of struggle. I try to use some kind of
so give me a perception
to see if there's been any kind of bad vibes going on around here lately.
Give me a perception roll.
Okay. Perception.
Is that a crit?
Whoa.
That's a crit.
Yeah. So
no, 19. No, that was a 19.
It's
almost a crit.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
19. So, where's the 19?
If you mouse over it.
The 19 plus 5 equals 24.
Gotcha.
So you look around and you notice that it's more than just a couple things broken and a couple things spilled. There was definitely a struggle here in the shop.
Okay.
There was a struggle, and there's no blood, but you could definitely tell that somebody or something was removed from the shop, not by their own will.
Okay. And so I look over to Folan. Where's Gonad Blighter?
He's in the front. He's right here.
Yeah, I just threw water in your face, and now I'm just chilling.
I don't see your...
chilling in the corner.
Oh, there you are. Okay, cool. I look to my companions and I say, you guys, I perceive that Virgil's not here and that he didn't leave of his own accord, and that he was taken by someone, and we need to find out where he went and who took him and why.
Have we searched the entire building yet, Jesse?
Well, some of you went upstairs to put the gold up there, and then the rest of you stayed down here. Verge wasn't anywhere to be seen in those areas. You guys could do another thorough check if you'd want.
I looked at.
Isn't there a basement?
Yeah.
There's no basement.
There's the secret thing that we stuffed the orc in.
Yeah, there's that.
I look at Leviticus and I say, "Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. I have a very particular set of skills
that make me a nightmare for people like you, like them.
None of my skills will help in finding your mentor, but I do have some skills."
Well, thanks. I'm not reassured by what he's saying, but my spirits are brought up a little bit by the humor of what he's saying.
Okay. So what would you guys like to do? Thorough search?
Well, we need to look for clues. We need to look for something that's going to give us an idea of who it might have been, or why they were coming, or if they were looking for anything other than him, or why they wanted him, or when it was.
Does anybody have high investigation?
Yeah, somebody could roll investigation and maybe find a clue or two.
Hang on, let me see what my
Hold on.
investigation is.
Before anybody rolls, hold on a second. I have +5 investigation. Does anybody
Nice.
have that?
I have 1, and it's not checked.
I have -1.
So JD, I would like to go over the area where the struggle took place and the whole thing, try to figure out.
Okay. You can have Leviticus help you since this is kind of his home.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
No, because
Okay.
I am using one of my portent rolls.
Ooh.
Okay.
So this will be, I'm going to use the 16.
Matthew
plus
Market leans into you guys and says, "What's a portent roll?"
I'm a fortune teller wizard.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah.
I once or twice a day I get to be like, I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh, sweet.
So I'm gonna use my 16 plus my 5 for a 21 on the investigation roll.
Okay.
Wow.
Got him.
So this is going to be a 2-part thing. All right.
Okay.
So first part, you're looking around, and the first thing you think of is neighbors. Somebody around here had to have seen what happened.
Yeah.
So your first thought is we should ask a neighbor.
Yeah. I got that on a 21. Come on.
There's more.
Yes,
There's
you-
more. There's more. You're just going to talk to the neighbor, and I'm going to give you everything else.
That's like investigation 101. Look for witnesses, JD. What the hell is this here?
I should look for clues. I'm a good detective.
So yeah. So we roll like whatever it is, like a 47, and we go outside and we say, "Anybody seen this guy?"
Yeah. Have you guys seen anything weird in here?
Oh boy.
You notice that there's the old woman that you originally spoke to.
Yes, being infused casserole lady.
Yeah. And you notice that she's kind of around this area, working on her stand. You could
Mhm.
call her in to talk to her, or go out to
I
talk
think
to her.
we could go out and talk to her. I think she
Yeah.
would be more comfortable out there.
Yeah.
Is there anything in here, anything left behind by anyone
Yeah.
who was involved in the struggle?
Yeah. Can I roll something that's going to help me see a particular
No,
object?
so no. There's nothing else inside of that building that will help
Okay.
you.
All right.
I roll religion.
All right. I would like to come back out to being infused casserole lady.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. I'm rolling religion, and I'm gonna try to commune with the gods.
Okay,
Why?
try and roll religion if you'd like.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna try. I'm praying that
you-
someone in the pantheon will give me direction.
Are you even pious to like any of them?
no, he's not.
I have -1 in religion. Boom.
Do you have like their names?
No, I'm a half orc, so I have a pantheon of
So
war god. Dudes.
So while John is praying to his god,
Yeah,
nothing
who-
happens
of
for
whom,
him.
Of whom he has like in whatever his literature or in his lore.
Yeah.
I imagine, I don't know this, but I think that there's some way that I might be able to find out. But I imagine that the men in this mythology are just gorgeous, and the women have like tentacles, and then like you'll turn to stone if you look at them.
So I it looks like I rolled a 17, and I'm communing with my half.
No, you rolled a
my,
16.
No, it says 17 plus. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
So John, you roll that 17. You begin to pray and trying to commune with your god.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, Lucas and Lucas goes out to, or Folan goes out to speak to the shopkeep woman, and she remembers you and goes, "Oh, hello."
She better damn well remember me. I paid $100 for her stupid casserole. Stupid street food.
She begins saying, it's a shame what they've done. And she looks over at the shop and she says, they dragged poor Verge out right in the middle of the daylight. Them damn guards.
The guards came and got Verge after he paid what he was due, and after we were out working for
How are
them.
How did you hear what she said? Dude?
Yeah, you're not
inside
even
the
there.
house.
You're not even there. You're in the house.
You're in the house, dude.
Would you like to go join the
program.
conversation?
Yeah. I'd like to step out, and because I'm like I want to know what's going on, and I know that Poland is going to be
in your mind.
in
your mind, you're like, man, if the guards took Virgil, that would suck.
Yeah, I'm like, what
So-
would really be really shitty, really lame, is if the people who hired us took my father figure.
Well, here's the problem. Your father figure is involved, and I'm not saying this out loud. I'm just saying this like out of game. Your father figure is involved with Underground Railroad and highly illegal activity.
Hey, is this
You
gonna
remember everything, dude?
This might be a Deus Ex original situation where the guards, you might think we want to be on the guards team, but it turns out we want to be on the other guy's team.
We're gonna be Nords this time.
Yeah,
we might have to be the Nords.
So so she says she goes on to say it's a shame they pulled him out in front of everybody. And
did they announce anything about the charges, why they were doing it? What was going on?
She said she goes on to say he was in rough shape, bleeding from the head when they pulled him out of the house, out of the shop.
I mean, if we're being honest, the poor man falls over if there's a stiff breeze. But yeah, so
right, it's true. Yeah, he was getting really old for a human, and Leviticus is getting very indignant and visibly upset that this is going on.
Yeah.
The next pause in the conversation, Matthew, you still haven't moved out of the house yet.
Yeah, you got to move your token out of the house, buddy.
I keep forgetting that I have to say that I did it and then actually do it.
And then do it, yeah. Well, you don't have to say you did it. You can just do it, and then I'll know that that you're doing that.
Got it.
The next pause in the conversation, they can hear from inside the house. Gonad Blighter, Alleluia, 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 and it just fades in and out. Alleluia.
Excellent. So as you hear that ruckus in the background, you continue to speak to the older woman, and she says they brought him right into the church. Haven't been out in hours. No idea what they're doing with him in there.
Church being the place where we paid our
we originally paid, at the front of the square there.
So I look over to Folan and I'm like, okay, we got to take Gonad Blighter, definitely Gonad Blighter, because we're gonna need some muscle to go in and get my father figure so we can and bail him out of yet another bucket of goo.
Do you think, honestly, I think we should leave Mr. Blighter outside?
So you think, okay, so maybe we keep him in the bullpen in case we need him?
I want to be frank with you, Leviticus. Taking you in there is going to be enough, I fear, high tempers as it is.
Okay.
Taking Gonad Blighter in there too is not
just adding gas to the fire.
If we want to come out of this relatively unscathed, we need to go in there business and figure out what has happened and not break anything.
I hear you. All right. Well, I think my record thus far would show that I can stay calm if I have to be.
You have to be.
Got it.
You have to be.
All right. I'm heeding your sage experience and wisdom, and I'm saying.
Swear I'm the monk around here. No.
No. Like, there is this cool dynamic where you're like this master of this world, and I'm supposed to be this character that knows a thing or two. But yeah.
Right.
So real quick, back to Gonad Blighter.
I step
your
outside
God. Your God doesn't say anything to you.
Yeah. I step out. I step outside of the house. I say, "You guys, I just had the best interaction with my lords and my deities, and they spoke to me, and
how religions are born.
It was so real. It was so powerful, and they just told me, like, you gotta homeschool, man. When I have kids, we gotta talk about that later. But I just want to let you guys know, I don't know. I don't have anything yet, but it's coming to me."
So later on, I say to Gonad Blighter, so it's going to be, I need to find out more later on about your particular religion and your deities and their tolerance for your orientation.
All right. So we're gonna move on.
So I come out. I'm like, after I say that, I'm like, so what's going on? Have you figured anything out?
We're all okay, Gonad Blighter. You can go take care of what you need to.
Okay.
As Gonad Blighter steps out, you hear a guard shout, "There!"
Yeah. I turn around and look.
We all turn around and see what this guard is.
He's pointing at Gonad Blighter. And one of the other guards comes running out and knocks on the door. And within seconds, the chief is out in the square, and you see Verge there, and he's got Verge on his knees and a blade to his neck.
Oh dang.
And he yells out, and he says, he says, the three of you, he's yelling this, the three of you, front and center, now, if you want this old shell of a man to live.
As we start to approach the guard or the chief and Verge, I lean over to Full and you say, "Does it still look like we can make it through this unscathed?"
Preferably, yes.
Okay.
So as you guys
But I would like Mr. Blighter to come with us this time.
Okay.
as you guys march forward,
This way.
a troop come up through the main center of the gate there. You got to move your token, Leviticus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am seriously contemplating going into a barbarian rage, but I'm not doing it yet.
Yeah, wait for it, Gonad Blighter.
And you see multiple guards come up through the other entrances near the church. And as you're standing there, the chief of guard says, looks over to Gonad Blighter and goes, "Were you a slave in the pits?"
I say,
And as you stutter, you notice the man comes out from the back room there. A man who looks like this.
oh dang.
Damn.
And the only person who recognizes him is Gonad Blighter.
I almost pee my pants, and I get behind Folon, and I'm like standing like behind Folon, hiding myself very poorly, and I'm like, bro, can you help me out here?
The chief looks over at this man and says, "Marv, is that the missing slave you were searching for?" And Marv goes, "Yep, that's him." And Marv says, "I'll give you your fee once he's in my custody."
So,
And
go ahead.
Chief says, "Sure, same standard rate." Marv goes, "Yeah, same standard rate."
I'm willing to pay you 100 gold, and before you reject it, as I understand that is a pittance in what this man is actually worth, I would like to also offer a family favor from me to you.
The captain says, "The only thing criminals understand is blows."
And I'm really trying to put a lid on my rage and my indignation. I'm like, blow me.
Like and subscribe. Check out what happened last time right here. Check out what happens next time right here. We stream on Twitch. Links down below.